Bossman Show. Time for another Bad Take segment with Jay Monique. We're going to cover these bad takes. There are a lot of bad takes today to get to. Won't waste any time getting into them. So, Jay, what is your first bad take you want to share with us? Because as we know, this take will set the tone for the worst takes coming after it.
Yes, the distracted driver turns out to have a 250-pound pig on his lap. And the driver had a second pig in the car and said that he didn't want them to get cold.
You had a pig on your lap because you didn't want the pig to get cold. And where was this clown at?
Minnesota.
Okay, I guess a pig could, quote, get cold in Minnesota. But even still, how does a pig be inside of your car and on your lap not gonna make them be, quote, cold if it's -4 outside?
Yeah, I've never heard of this. It says that the driver who was pulled over for having trouble staying in his lane turned out to be operating the vehicle with a 250-pound pig in his lap. He also had a smaller pig with him, and both pigs can be seen in the photo. It's on HuffPost.com, by the way. And it was also posted on social media by the Chisago County Sheriff's Office. Just the name of the county sounds like there's a bunch of pigs out there. Just saying.
It sounds country as hell, I agree.
Right, and also the sheriff's office also pointed out that they've encountered plenty of drivers distracted by the usual things like cell phones, food, or changing the radio station. But catching someone driving with a lap pig was a first. So even the sheriff's department was completely shocked by this. So we're not the only ones.
Yeah, that's a pretty big take. First of all, there shouldn't be an animal in your vehicle. That's a problem already. Especially a wild animal like a pig. I don't consider dogs and cats wild animals per se. But pigs are. And
yes, they are.
They're nasty. They're sloppy. They stink. And they're stupid. And you had it on your lap. You're dumb as it is. You deserve every charge you got. I hope it's probably reckless endangerment, reckless driving, vehicular, whatever. Throw the book at his stupid ass, because that's just crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't even want to be around pigs, and I'm certainly not going to have one in the car. And then on top of that, I'm not going to have one in my lap while I'm driving.
Because you didn't want the quote get cold.
Yep, that was the take.
That's pathetic. That's a tone setter. Can only get worse from here. I can only imagine.
Oh yes, and here's the next one. So I get when people don't want to go to work. Completely beyond me. A Florida man faked robbery so he would have to work at Hardee's. I know Hardee's suck, right?
Yeah, it does suck, but my man, just quit.
Exactly. This happened out of Polk County, Florida. Authorities say a Florida man didn't want to show up for his shift at a Hardee's restaurant. So he called 911 and reported that he had just been robbed. And he's 32 years old. This is a grown man doing this. And he claimed that two gun-carrying men took his necklace, money, and his phone before jumping into a car and driving away. Polk County Sheriff's deputies went to the scene and quickly realized that a robbery never happened. In a Facebook post, the agency said Anderson confessed, adding that on the bright side, Brian didn't have to go to his 11 a.m. shift at the restaurant. He was charged with misusing the 911 system and knowingly giving false information to law enforcement.
Smollett taught him.
You know what? Down there, no reason to fake things. Just call in sick. Like, he was better off to call into his job, right? And lie and say, you know what, I'm sick, or, you know, somebody or whatever the case may be. Come on, dude. You're going to go that far, call 911 and fake a robbery?
My man, diarrhea never gets you. Never. They can't argue with diarrhea. A diarrhea cannot be argued with. Headache,
they sure can.
They'll push back on a migraine. But diarrhea, you want me splattering my Mississippi mud in your fries?
Ew.
Because I can splatter away from it to come in. See, that's how you do that, sir. didn't have to go to the extreme of, quote, you was small-headed. Come on, man.
He was small-headed. Oh, man.
Like my man, would you have a noose around your neck? The MAGA hat to get you? Like, come on, man. Hey, dude, really? Dude, you're a clown. You're a clown, dude. I can't. You are a clown. You need help, Florida, man. I know about Polk County. I've been all around through Polk County. I know what kind of fools y'all are out in Polk County. Y'all not very bright. Not very bright. Now, Jay, we have a lot of takes this week from the emails of listeners and emails. So, summarize, I seen it to you today. We got an email from a dude asking she tried to attempt to take out a chick he works with on the same team as him. Not even as she's on the same team he is. He says he knows it's not wise to date someone you work with. He really likes her. She's a sweet girl, and he wants to become my boyfriend. My thoughts with this, Jay, is like there's more downside than upside. If this is all good and well, when things go south, you can't escape it, and she could go to HR, and the workplace could be ruined, and then I don't think it's gonna work. It's just something I wouldn't do. I get it. I think she's a sweet girl. Now, granted, I know people have got wives and husbands from work. I get that. But I ain't want to take the risk of, losing my gig over a female or being petty. Because a lot of times the female going to turn it. So I'm getting around the office. The girl's going to get in her ear. Then she's going to go to HR and try to get you fired if it goes south on you. And he told me she's 26, he's 36. So there's already an age gap there. Mm-hmm. So she's still not mature. So that could definitely go further south. I don't see upside to it, Jay. I get it sentiment. I don't see upside to it.
Yeah, I don't see upside to that either. A lot of the time, workplace relationships simply don't work out. I mean, you people out there that do date while on the job, but I just don't see how this is a good idea. And just like you said, if they break up, she could go to HR, and it could just turn into a messy situation. Or if they don't even break up, right, and they get into an argument outside of the job, they still have to see each other the next day at work. So then what? Now it's going to turn into workplace gossip. Now you're going to have people in her ear, people in his ear, and it's just going to be a hot mess. So I say keep that out of the workplace, not only keep his job, but also keep a friendly environment on the job. That way things don't get weird and awkward.
Yes, I agree with that, my man. I know she's probably fine. She's young. She's sweet. I get all that. But, man, you got to either get you a new job or get you a new department or something and then try it. But not – also, on the same team, that's even worse.
Yeah, that's even worse. I could see if, it's a big company and he's on the other side and in a completely different department, that could work, but not in the same department. No.
Yeah, that's just a little close to comfort. Now, Jay, another take. This is a take of poor text etiquette. Listener sent us in a screenshot of a convo he had with a woman. We're gonna break it down for the bad take it is. Here we go. Hope you're having a great day. She says, I'm having a great day. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to take a walk, get some exercise in, some classic hip hop. She says, okay. Remember that word, okay. I think going to the Georgia Croy McCain Center and possibly going to Jimmy Carter's Presidential Library would be great for us when we go to Atlanta. I'm assuming that we'll be leaving out on Saturday morning and returning sometime Sunday evening, right? Question mark, keyword, question mark. Since you'll probably be at work at Walmart, why should work at Walmart? Why? On that Friday night, the 26th. She responds with, okay. The man asks you two questions, and your take is a double okay. Really?
No conversation, no putting in her input. Like, oh, you know what? I think that's a great idea. And then we can also go to such and such. Like, give some input, give some feedback. Like, he wasn't getting any type of feedback from her at all. Saying she doesn't, to me, that's saying, like, she was disconnected from that. She wasn't really engaged in the conversation. She probably is not even feeling him like that.
Well, my advice to you, sir, is this. Refrain from texting her. Make her call you. And the trip is off until she engages in the planning process. Because, my man, if somebody double okays me, I'm like, oh, screw you. Good code ain't hell if I text you back again. Because that says to me, you're not interested. You're not engaged, not connected. This is my thing. If you're at work and busy, fine. How about when you get out of work, take the time and respond to them. He asked you 2 questions. Pertaining to your schedule, it pertains to the trip you all obviously are talking about going on. A double okay does not solve that.
No, it doesn't. She could have just texted him back and said, hey, I'm at work. I will discuss it with you further when I get off or when I'm on break.
Exactly. But the double okay to a man trying to set up an outing for you and him to go on out of town, obviously?
And it's out of town. I mean, if I was him, just like you just said, I wouldn't be planning or booking any type of trips with her until he knows for a fact that she's even interested. She's gonna have to give him something. And saying okay and this type of feedback that he's getting, don't spend no money on no trip until he knows for sure what's going on.
Yeah, no, look here, this is me. I'm shutting off texting and I'm not planning the trip. I'll make her come to me.
Yep.
If she's interested, she'll come to you, brother. I'm just saying. But you're not going to dismiss me with double okays and you're not getting any feedback. Oh, hell no. Not happening. So, my man, don't plan a thing. Don't do anything. Don't call, don't text her. It'll come to you. If she's interested, she'll come to you. But to y'all out there, if someone asks you a question, please respond with an answer. Not a double okay. He asked you 2 questions and got a double okay. It's not acceptable. That is poor text etiquette. If you're at work, either don't respond or respond when you have time. Or say, hey, I'm at work or I'm busy. I'll give you an answer when I get free. Or I'll call you and we'll discuss. There are ways to go about this respectfully, not dismissively going double okay.
That's right.
So, folks, that's Bad Take segment 1. We got Bad Take segment 2 coming for you after the break here on the Bossman Show, Bossman Radio Network, BossmanRadioShow.com, BossShow.com, Jay and the Bossman. Bad Takes are always there for you. Check us out. Click on the podcast tab on BossShow.com. Also, you can go to the homepage and play the hour of the show. We tweet it out on Saturdays and tweet it out on Sundays to say where we are, what the links are to the show. But always go to BossmanShow.com. Back with more Bad Takes. Out the way.
My heart skips skipping the beat. You're not close enough, so that space between you and me, let's lose it. The way you're dancing, swaying to the music, girl, that body and how you move it. Every time you cross my mind, girl, I lose it.
Alexa, play the Country Heat playlist. Okay.
I don't think you know what you're doing to me. You got
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
All right, folks, back on the Boss Man Show. Time another 7 of Bad Takes. Jay, I need your help on this one. This is from a listener. It's POF takes. Now, I don't know nothing about POF. Don't know what this site's all about. But summarizes this listener. He tells me he met a chick on POF. They exchanged numbers. They were supposed to go on an outing to Ruby Tuesday. Sent her a picture saying he's on the way, coming to you shortly. And this is her take to him via text message, Jay. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really attracted to you. I don't think you are attractive like that. I'm single as F. I won't wear makeup or wig. If you just still want to get to eat a bite to eat together, just see if we vibe. I can pay for my own meal. My man responds back to her, well, if you're not really attracted to me, but I'm attracted to you, we're already on unequal footing to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You say you single as F. I wonder why. Stuff like this. I was more than willing to get to know you. I don't see how we can vibe on the front end if I know you ain't attracted to me already before we get started. She said, you're being petty and shallow, but okay. Ma'am.
What?
You told this man you ain't attracted to him, and he pretty told me he's ugly. But you trying to get woman to go. How can you vibe? Like, if you said I'm ugly, we can't vibe.
Exactly.
How can we vibe when I know you think I'm ugly if I'm this man? How?
Exactly.
Now, he sent me a picture of her, Jay. She can't talk. She's not there attractive herself.
Oh, she has some nerve.
Now, this is what she has, looking at what I saw. She has a nice big booty, nice big chest. She has, no, Jay, she has like a double stomach almost. Actually, a north and south stomach almost.
Wow. North and south?
She had with split stomachs. Like, you know how sometimes women be so big, they have the split, like the stomach be like equator almost, north and south, the hemispheres or whatever. That's crappy. And she's wearing a wig. She looks terrible. She's not very attractive, so you can't say that, lady. She says she's single as F. I wonder why.
I see why.
You know, like, you're not attractive yourself. If it wasn't for your natural enhancements that the Lord gave you, nobody want to talk to you with the face she got.
At all.
That face was trash, and that wig was trash too. She had the wig at the swap meet or something, or some low-key corner convenience store, and got a wig from there. Wig was terrible.
Wow.
That wig was terrible looking. But how do you as the man, and the man said he would have had to drive 37 miles to meet her. So he wanted this man to drive 37 miles to meet a chick who say he's ugly, and see if you vibe. How can you vibe if on the front end you say the man's not attractive? That's what I don't get, Jay.
She really has some nerve.
How? I don't see how that was even possible to work.
First of all, she's on POF herself, which is Plenty of Fish. It's a dating site that's been around, I think, since like 2010 or something like that. Okay. POF, you're not going to find a suitable date on POF. Most people that are on that site are looking for a booty call or just some little quick fling. Most people are not on there looking for relationships. And usually they're the undesirables, usually. So the fact that she's even coming at him like that, and has a profile on that site as well, it's like, well, lady, fall back. You ain't that great yourself. Secondly, she's over here, just like you said, she's over here telling this guy how she's not attracted to him, but yet she still wants him to travel basically 40 minutes to her so that they can go out to eat. Well, I mean, if I was a guy, I wouldn't want to go out to eat with her or hang out with her at all after she said what she said. Like, what are we hanging out for?
Yeah, how can we vibe? But with that in my back of my head, if I'm a man, how can we vibe?
You can't.
How does that conversation start? You know? That's why, you know how people try to tell you, Jay, well, you should try to work it out with this person or talk to X, Y, Z. My question always has been, what do we talk about?
Exactly.
Like, okay, example. My ex-girlfriend or an ex-co-host. What does our conversation consist of to start with? Before it goes south? Or how do we even get to a point of normal conversation if we've had poor history in the past or you said something that's effed up that I'm not going to go with? So, this man freshly emailed us this take. This helper said, I'm gonna read this verbatim again, this horrible term. I'm not really attracted to you. I don't think you're very attractive. I don't think you're that attractive. So, you're not attracted to this man because that's calling a man ugly, okay? I don't care. That's ugly.
Yeah.
Saying he's not ugly. He's saying the man ugly, okay? He say you're single as F. I won't wear makeup or wigs. See, that for me, I would cone in on that. That means you're not attractive. You have to wear makeup and a wig. You have to get made up to be seen, which tells me you're not very attractive yourself.
Exactly.
And you know this. And she wears, quote, he says she wears, and he misspelled this word very badly, but I know what he meant, girdle, Gerdlel. My man, that's how you spell, quote, girdle. So she said she wears a girdle to suppress her stomachs.
Yeah, so that it's not sticking out as much.
I like that take, the quote, suppress her stomachs. Suppress her stomachs. I actually like that take, actually. That's actually a good take in my book. But she's talking about you still want to go get some bite to, that's a horrible English. If you want to still go get some bite to eat, what the hell? Let's see if we can vibe. I can pay for my own meal. How are we gonna vibe after that?
Like, I mean, she's that unattractive to him that she don't even want the man to buy her meal either. Like, dang. So what is the whole point of this? I don't see no redeeming qualities about this lady at all whatsoever. She's unattractive and she has a bad attitude.
Yes, Lord. I agree with you wholeheartedly. And he gave me this POF profile he gave me. Alright, I'm gonna pull it up for you, and I'm gonna pull it up for you. I'm trying to pull it up now so we can review it while we on the line here, because this needs to be reviewed, because it's pathetic. I know. Alright, put up a profile. Says she's single. Relationship has been 2 years. Lifestyle, drinks socially, does not smoke, owns a car, does not do drugs, non-religious, bachelor's degree, don't have kids at 46. Interesting. Pisces, 5'1", average body type. That's a lie. You got 5 stomachs, Alpha. Veteran, she's black, does not want kids, brown eyes, second language is English, and very ambitious, no pets, and an adventurer. Quote, love long food. What in the hell
what
is
is
that
long food?
Love long food, walks to the bank, romance, and food fish. Ask me out. I'm single as F.
I'm confused. She likes long food and walks to the bank?
Gold digger tells me.
Yeah, who the heck likes to walk to the bank? What kind of outing is this?
That's a terrible take. Okay, that profile alone will make me run.
Yeah, run. Don't walk. Run.
Like, damn. I see what he saw. She has a nice posterior, nice chest, but she has 5 stomachs to boot. And her quote, girdle, he said, not girdle, but this quote, suppress her stomachs. Oh my God. This woman, and this is on his POF site. Man, this is crazy. 46 years old with that kind of mindset.
She's childish. This is why she's single.
Yeah. This is that exactly. This is why you single. Now, this man probably was a good man. Probably was a good man. And he reached out to you and you sent him on his way because what do you like? You want chubby men? You want what do you want, man? You want a man that's a buffalo like yourself that wears a girdle? You want fake wigs and fake nails, fake lashes? Jay, she has on some military fatigues, and it's like, lady, I can see like, I'm surprised you say you don't have kids. She has like a mommy pouch stomach, but it's a bit like it's just bad. You can tell what showing the girdle, showing the girdle. You can tell.
Wow.
Pathetic. Sir, you did the right thing, sir. Glad you stayed home. Don't let this ugly health insult you. Please. Her text is pathetic. Now, my man, I need you for next time you send me email. Learn how to spell girdle, please. I mean, you don't spell girdle Gerdele. That's not how you spell girdle. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't want to clown you because I know you're going through. You was pissed off, but that's pretty bad. But Jay made up for it with that suppress her stomach's take. That made up for it though.
That was funny.
Quote, suppress her stomachs. That is a great take. My man, she might have said you was unattractive, but bro, you hit her with a great take. Suppress her stomachs. That's a take on her girdle. That is a great take.
Yep.
At least she gotta wear a girdle like she does. To quote, suppress her stomachs. I like that take. I'm gonna use that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use that take. You have to suppress your stomachs, Alpha. That's what you're doing. Suppressing your stomach, wearing a girdle. So yes, my man, don't worry about it. Let that go. Thank you for your submission. I like Jay. We had 3 good email submissions. What's that ever happened?
Almost never.
I'm like, when has that ever happened here? I am humbly impressed and shocked. I hope it continues, that we have great emails so we can actually get real takes out of it. We can actually cover these takes in reality, not having decode foolishness. So I appreciate that greatly, listeners. So, after this break we're going to take, we'll come with the Boss Report and give y'all the day's story in the world of hip-hop and entertainment and the urban nice lifestyle with the report coming up out for you after the break. That's Bad Takes. Check us out at bossmanshow.com.
Till the tears run down from my eyes, Lord, somebody, ooh, somebody, can anybody find me? Somebody to love.
Alexa, play hits from Queen.
Okay.
Somebody to love.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
All right, folks, back on the Boss Man Show. Time for the Boss Report. Jay, we've covered bad takes. Like I told you off the air, that take for suppressing her stomach take, that's one of my top 10 takes ever from a listener.
Yes.
Like, that was funny. That's something I may would have said. I like that. That's something I might would have said. So, I like it. That's something that in my wheelhouse there to say. But, time to cover the news of hip-hop and entertainment today. So, folks, been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's Boss Report. Jay, first story. Jesus be your mobile home. Pastor says entire church was stolen after thief told tabernacle trailer.
A thief took the church trailer?
Yes, the church is like in a mobile home.
And they just took off with the entire mobile home?
Yes.
Wow. Man, these thieves are getting ridiculous. I didn't even know that people were into that type of stuff to steal a mobile home. That is crazy.
And my big question is, why is your church in a mobile home?
Yeah, that is the next question. Like, why is a church in a mobile home? Why is it not in a regular freestanding building? Or at least even in a plaza or something.
Exactly. Like, I'm like, look, I mean, it ain't funny, but it is funny. But, dude, your church is in, like, a mobile home, dude. Like, for real.
Yeah, that's not cool.
So what we're doing here? Mobile church.
Pretty much.
And now you ain't got no church?
At all.
Well, you know one thing, they ain't have a building fund at their church. No building fund at their church. No offering for the building fund. We ain't got a building fund. We got a mobile home. Now, I've seen some churches be inside houses before. Like I've seen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
I mean, well, church is a house, but I have never seen a mobile home be a church before. Like,
no, I've never even heard of that.
And it got towed away. That's petty though. Whoever told that church going to hell. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. You can't be towing the church like that.
That's messed up. We got hold the F up. Teacher charged with allegedly dragging middle school student by her hair due to her burping.
I mean, seriously, I think that this teacher needs to be in a different field. Teaching is obviously not up their alley. If a child burping pisses them off that much to where they felt the need to grab the child by their hair and drag them. That's absolutely ridiculous. She needs to be fired, never teach again, throw her under the jail, and be done with it.
Man, what you say, like, if I had a daughter and she was dragged by a teacher for burping, I might be in jail. I
don't blame you.
I might break somebody's jaw when I get there. The principal gonna get some hands, the superintendent get the hands, school security get in the hands, and teacher get in the hands. Everybody get in the hands for that. That's terrible. Wow. So, remember her, the Octo Mom, first of all. Why in the hell would you get 8 babies put up in your stomach and carry them? That's my first take on Octo Mom. You're playing around with IVF and you got 8 in you. You deserve that. But she reflects on decade with kitties, the freaky flick regret in being a food stamp dependent vegan.
Oh yeah, I remember her being on those food stamps. She's still on the food stamps now?
She still is, yes.
Wow. I would think that what I don't understand is why is she not making money? Like she don't work or find some type of gig? That's what she needs to do, is find some type of gig. There's plenty of people out there who also have children and they work.
And see, how much she paid to get 8 kids in her one time?
Yeah, because IVF is not, that's not cheap.
Yeah. And she said she considered being a surrogate, but she's scared of having a big pack again. A big pack? Are you an animal? A big pack?
Well, she probably should be a surrogate because they pay for that. She clearly needs the money.
She's afraid that
that's what I think she should do. She don't want to be a surrogate because she don't want to get big again.
Well, she don't want to have a big litter like a pack. She's talking about have like a bunch of like 3 or 4 or 5 again. So she's scared.
Well, as long as she's not messing around with that IVF stuff, she should be straight.
Boy, 8 kids in you at one time. Like,
that's too much. I don't even want twins, much more 8 in the same stomach. Nah.
Yeah, she needs a girl to quote suppress her stomach, obviously, right? Like, Jesus. Woo, we got. You going to jail. Man caught with cocaine in his footwear claims it belongs to someone else's socks.
Sure. That's what they all say. Okay, so he didn't know it was there, just happened to be somebody else's.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where he's
Tell
going.
it to the Marine.
That's where he's going to. That's where he's going with. Man, oh man. We got this. Drugs are bad, okay? Cruise passengers busted with $2.6 million worth of yayo found in Cheetos bags and ceramic bowls from Old Town Pottery.
Wow, that's a lot.
I know, right?
I'm still trying to process the millions of dollars. I'm still trying to process that.
Exactly.
But I mean, they should have known better. It's like they should have thought out this plan a little bit more. That was clever. You know, I'm not going to lie, that was clever with the Cheetos bags and stuff. But they should have thought about that more, because it's like you go on any cruise ship, they have customs on there. They have, you know, especially as you're getting on and off the ship, they don't check you.
Exactly. It's like, what are you doing, son? You know?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people need to realize, okay, when you take a cruise, being at the cruise port is literally just like being at the airport. It's just that the method of travel is different.
Exactly. Exactly. Damn shame. We got this. Too much dip on your chip. Omari Hardwick went for 2 uncomfortable kisses on Beyonce and is getting dragged to holy hell by the Beehive and others in the industry.
Oh, the Beehive's always coming to Beyonce's defense. Like they're like tearing people to shreds.
Them fools out of control and crazy. Hey.
Yeah, they out of control.
You did it right when Hov was right in your face. You did. Hey, go for it, my man. You got away with it. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't condone it, but you got away with it, so just do it. It's all good. We got this Stiffy Minaj. Stylist sues Onika over $43,000. She claims she got stiffed for 26 days of labor in a lawsuit.
What? If this is true, then Nikki should be ashamed of herself. Nikki has more than enough money to pay her stylist. That is wrong.
I agree. Jesus.
This woman is worth millions of dollars. I mean, $43,000. You're gonna have this poor lady. This lady has bills to pay. The stylist has bills to pay like anybody else. And she's gonna let this lady work for all these days and weeks and not pay her?
Yeah.
No, she fell for that.
Exactly. Boy. We got no words. Bangladeshi woman learns she has 2 uteruses after welcoming a set of twins 26 days after birthing a son.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, that is so crazy. Somebody having 2 uteruses. How does that even work? Wow.
Yeah. She went back to the
Yeah,
hospital.
that's shocking.
She went to the hospital for quote, stomach pain. They showed ultrasound and showed that she had 2 twins in her. So, y'all missed that on the first delivery?
Yeah, like...
Man.
Wow, okay.
We got this. Oh, hell no. Black attorney detained in Maryland after being mistaken for a suspect.
Black people can't breathe, black people can't walk to their own apartment, and black people can't simply be doing their job as an attorney without being harassed.
Correct.
And automatically he's a suspect. Why? Because he's black? He's doing a job.
Pretty much.
Oh, man. These racists are out of control.
You got that right. We got F them coins. Michael Jordan allegedly turned down $1 million endorsement deal because he didn't want to say, quote, beanie weenies.
He turned out...
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. I was second thinking that, like, yeah, that does sound awkward coming out of a man's mouth.
Yeah, eat your beanie weenies. Oh, hell no, I'm not. I don't think I've ever ate, quote, beanie weenies in my life.
Beanie weenies?
That does sound a little suspect. I do say that myself. That'll be hard for me to pull off. Doing a commercial. Nah, I couldn't get hyped about saying beanie weenies. I couldn't do that either. Oh God, we got this firewalls up. Porn accidentally plays at Michigan Middle School in the middle of a history lesson.
Okay, so who tapped into that computer to get? Because somebody working there was looking at a little something.
Exactly.
Uh-oh, somebody busted. Because that don't just show up on its own. Somebody was previously looking at that type of website.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. And the last one I got for you is we got a New York pastor, a Bronx pastor, heading to jail after trying to play off his head. He got filled with the Holy Ghost when he pulled out his Johnson for a female patron to top off during altar call.
I don't think the Holy Ghost told him to do that. He's completely full of it. The Holy Ghost did not tell him to do that.
He gonna whip out his Johnson, doing altar call for the top off. Like, sir, what's your deal? That's not a real
Exactly.
tank.
He went with that tank, and he's gonna blame it on the Holy Ghost.
Like, sir, that's not a tank.
It don't work like that.
You cannot just whip out your Johnson like, yeah, don't told me to you top me off. What? You went with a Holy Ghost take.
Yeah, he really did. Yeah, the Holy Ghost told him to do it. Okay.
Nah, that flesh told you to do it, my man. The flesh. Not the quote Holy Ghost. That's a terrible take. But folks, we got some boss support coming for you after the break. Check us out, bossmanshow.com, for all your funny, hilarious boss reports and bad take segments here on the Boss Man Show. One more report for you after the breaks. They can stay with us here on bossmanshow.com, Boss Man Network.
And if you don't know, now you know.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
All right, folks, back on the Boss Man Show. One more segment of the Boss Report. Jay, got a crazy show so far. These takes, like as we always say, are getting worse by the segment.
They are. They really are.
Yes, indeed. Well, folks, you've been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's Boss Report. All right, first story is this. We have some shook ones. Michigan family driven from haunted home when ghostly figure appears on baby monitor. Daughter wakes up with deep purple face scratches.
Oh, dang, that would have scared me, too. I would have been up out of there, too. Plus calling the exorcist.
Yeah. You got to do your research on these homes, man. This is an older home they've been making for a while. You got to do some research on these houses and see what's going on with the address, because, yeah, it could be haunted on you. It could be.
Yeah, it could. I mean, Lord knows, just like you said, you don't know what happened at that house, and then there's a reason why it was vacant for a while, and nobody didn't want to move in. Now they see why. That thing haunted.
Exactly. An aggressive Jehovah's Witness gets punched in the face after refusing to close the door of an unwilling patron as he's trying to spew his Jehovah message.
Serves him right. It's about time that somebody stood up to them.
That's why they don't open the door. Yeah, I have my blinds open. I'm not opening the door. Bang away. I'm not opening the door. I don't want to hear your mess, but dude would not let him close the door. He got punched in the face. Like, dude.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
The Jehovah's Witness got punched in the face. He deserved it. They try to force too many things on people and try to force their religion on everybody. I'm sorry. I'm not joining a religion where they feel they got to go to door like they're salesmen. There's a problem with that.
Exactly. And you know what? Those are these old ones who be out there. I feel bad for the old ones who be out there spewing that nonsense.
Yep.
Like, I like my birthday. I like blood transfusions, okay?
Exactly. If I need a blood transfusion, I'm getting it.
Like, I'm not going door to door like I'm some insurance salesman or some door-to-door cable guy or something. I'm not doing that. Now, I had an encounter with one I about ran to them over. Tried to surround my vehicle. Like, if you don't get, I'm going to run you over.
Dang.
Like, they try to spew to me their nonsense. I am what I am. I'm a happy AME. I'm happy as a Methodist. I don't want to join your quack religion, okay? Just don't. And unfortunately in my life, Jay, I've dated 2 Jehovah's Witnesses who didn't really practice. They drunk. They celebrate birthdays, and they cursed. They was fake Jehovah's.
And they probably Christmas too.
They did. And when we go to the quote Kingdom Hall, no, I'm not. You know something about Kingdom Halls? They don't have windows. They don't have windows.
That is true.
What are y'all scared of sun? Scared of the light? I feel like I don't understand. Like, ain't no
I wouldn't
way.
even call that a religion. That's a cult, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, they get you. They get you every time. Now, for discussion, Amanda Seales says that insufferable white chicks with fat asses are feeling superior to black queens, and black men who go for it are making it worse. Your thoughts?
This white woman said that white women are more superior to black women?
Yeah, because they got fat asses that makes the black men want them more.
Absolutely not. This is my thing. I don't feel like any race is superior to any race at all whatsoever. And when people actually say that, it sounds ignorant to me. And they're actually believing that in their mind that they're somehow superior. No, you're not. She's not superior. White women aren't superior to black women for any other reason, regardless of what their features or assets are.
I would say white women who can fool black men, they have a swagger about them. It's kind of arrogant and smooth. I'm like, you can't get me, though. I'm not going to go for you. I don't care what you got. And now we have white women getting butt implants instead of get boobs. You know, like, I don't trust you. I think about Emmett Till. I don't trust y'all.
At all.
Y'all cry rape in a heartbeat, and I'm through. I don't trust them. I just can't. I can be cordial, wave, semi-nice, but no, I don't trust y'all. Ain't happening, Captain. We got this. What the hell? American figure skater accused of stabbing Korean rival with a skate blade.
Oh, dang, they getting aggressive in figure skating. That's supposed to be that happy-go-lucky, cheerful Olympic sport.
Yeah.
Stabbing people with ice skates.
Yeah.
Dang, chill.
Yeah, that is pretty despicable. I don't quite get that. I don't understand it at all. Chill out, skaters. You're not that hard. You're a skater.
Exactly. Life is not that bad. Calm down, get a drink, and rejuvenate the next day.
Exactly. We got some soup cookie litigation. Remember who reformated teenage wrestler cut his locks? Remember that in New Jersey? Well, the jackass who made him cut his hair is filed a lawsuit for $100 for his actions saying he's lost wages, emotionally distressed, and been slandered and liable after the incident. He made his boy cut his hair. You were wrong. And they trying to get us for defamation and libel and slander?
So he made the wrestler cut his hair, and now he's suing the wrestler for defamation.
The wrestler and the school district, yes.
Yeah, some nerve.
He's in New Jersey. Not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprising. We got some politics as usual. Newly promoted black woman publisher took over in the Alabama newspaper. It's racist as hell. Resigns over bigoted editorial interference in her not being able to post positive stories about the black community. He wanted her to post racist, white supremacist stories. She wouldn't do it. Now she's resigning.
That's messed up. So because she wouldn't post racist posts, now she don't have a job?
Correct.
That's messed up. First of all, nobody should be spewing racist posts at all in the first place. She has every right to not want to post racist stuff.
Yeah. You hired a black woman for diversity, but you want her to post your point of view? No,
that's exactly what that was for.
Nah, that's not how it goes. That's embarrassing. That's how it's supposed to go, player. Not how it's supposed to go. We got this. Ursula face ankle ash. Kodak Black harassed young M.A. online. And that's one why he's still a thing. And why she want to turn out young M.A. who's an open stud. So, once again.
He's still going after young M.A.?
He is.
I don't get it, because first of all, she's known for being a lesbian. Second of all, she doesn't look like a woman.
She like Slim Little Kevin Gates.
Oh, man.
She like one of them two mixed together. Like, nah, player. It's like, that means you want to mess with a man in my book.
Because that's what she looks like. A man.
That's what's best up. And Jay, I know I probably should say something happy. You know what throws me off? When I see a pregnant stud, that throws me off.
Yeah, that is kind of awkward. A pregnant stud.
I don't get it. You want to be a man, but you got knocked up by a man. Or you
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
IVF or whatever. What I'll throw them off is when you have the lesbian couples and the stud carries the baby, not the woman. The woman went.
Yeah, that's the part I don't get. Like, I feel like they should decide on what role they're trying to play. If a woman decides to be a stud, that's the role she should maintain, not turn around and carry a child. The other woman should be carrying the child. That looks beyond awkward.
I thought I didn't want to know this, but it throws me off when I see it. Like, shouldn't a woman in this situation be carrying, not you?
That's how it's supposed to go.
Just saying. Man, we got some knife-on-knife crime. Alabama thief gets into a machete battle with a machete-wielding store clerk over some Now-Laters, Hot Cheetos, and Faygo.
You gotta be kidding me.
I wish I was.
How machetes and Now-Laters got mixed in the same sentence? That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
How does something escalate to that level, something so small, escalate to that level to where machetes are being pulled out on both ends?
Exactly.
No, get it together.
They're tripping Alabama. They're tripping Alabama. And we got this. You damn right. That's the lady who contacted you at Liberty last year, or a dog in the bathtub, Alvin called it. Patricia Okumo won't spend a minute in prison for protesting Donald Trump's bigoted immigration policy. Thank God for that.
She's going to prison because she spoke up against.
She's not going.
Oh, okay. I was about to say what?
Because she climbed up the Statue of Liberty, and they had to come get her down last year, but she got away.
Yeah.
She got away with it. This is America. 7 active duty servicemen are outed as members of a white supremacist extremist online group.
They were kicked out of the Army?
Yes, they were.
I mean, I get freedom of speech, but at the same time, I feel like, okay, the Army is basically a public service. So I don't. So if somebody already has racist views, and on top of they're part of a white supremacist group, I feel that they should not be part of the Army or any branch of the military, in my opinion. Because then I feel like they're not going to, fairly carry out what they're supposed to be doing based upon what nationality somebody is.
You got that right. That's what I got for you, Jay. Is finger licking good. Freaky doctor arrests after being caught licking doorbells of 5 of his patients in the past 5 months, getting caught on tape by the FBI licking doorbells in his OBGYN practice.
What?
Yes.
So I don't get it. So what was his excuse and justification when he was going down there to lick the box in the first place?
So he want to get a first-hand look at the health of the box, which is a terrible take.
With his tongue? And they didn't, notice within the first couple of seconds that something is off, something's not right? I'm not understanding what was going through the women's head. Why'd they lay there and let him do that?
I don't understand that take. I don't get why they laid there. I don't get why they long recording. I don't understand.
That's the part I don't get. He's trifling. There's no doubt about that. But what I don't get is why multiple women laid there and just took it and allowed him to stick his tongue in their, boxes. No OBGYN does that.
Exactly.
It doesn't work like that.
I know you go with the whole 2-finger glove routine, but I know you go with the tongue routine as well.
Man. They out of control.
Yes, my man. You earned your jumpsuit, my man. You earned the jumpsuit, my man. You earned the jumpsuit, brother. You earned it, player.
Oh, he deserves to be in jail, period.
Exactly. So, Jay, at the end of today's report, what is your take on what you've heard today?
I don't even know where to start. First of all, this OBGYN, he's sick, he's trifling, he needs to get thrown under the jail for even doing that. As a matter of fact, his charges should be double the fact that he was a doctor and the patients trusted him.
I agree. Man.
And then the pastor talk about he got the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, what?
How you gonna blame the Holy Ghost for something you already wanted to do? Come on now, don't do that.
Exactly. And the mobile trailer the church getting hauled away too.
Yeah, I never heard of that. The church got towed for real. It got towed. It has wheels, for real. I never heard of it.
Some jerk off hooked up their damn F-150 and stole the church away. Man.
Literally.
Man, oh man. Well, folks, that's the week's Boss Report on the Bossman Show. Check us out all week at BossmanShow.com. Play some Bossman Show news, podcasts, videos, audio, blogs. It's all there for you at BossmanShow.com.
And if you don't know, now you know.